Hi guys, this is Alex. This is day one of bikepacking the Estrada Real in Brazil, and we're just leaving Belo Horizonte at the moment and making our way over to Oura Preto, I believe the first city is, and then after that we'll head to Oura Preto to help start the road. Here's my dad coming up the hill, almost getting hit by a bus. On our way. Here's a sign to Rio de Janeiro and Oura Preto where we're heading. It's been a pretty steep hill climb getting out of Belo Horizonte. Yeah, we didn't quite realize it when we were looking up at all the hills and thinking it's a beautiful city surrounded by hills. It would be quite so tough to get out of, but it's been good. We're just cycling out on a highway now. It's got this sort of either bike or motorbike park to help you on the side of the road. And something I didn't mention before is that we're actually leaving on a Sunday here. We're going to leave tomorrow, but decided to leave today because we're a bit bored in Belo Horizonte, and also because there's hopefully less trucks and less traffic on the road as well. Just went past a broken down white comedy band, Caquende in this car that you see all over Brazil. That's just so I put that one out. So just been on this deep, dirty highway for about the last half an hour. There was a side street that we tried to go down, but we got stopped by a sort of security guard kind of guy. So yeah, we just ended up on here, but only been the only day or 2 days that we have to do these big highways before we get onto proper trails of the Estrada. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd give you a little background while waiting for my dad to get up the hill as well. I'm 35, he is 73, 74, 75. It's actually his birthday next week. And yeah, he's done a fair few bike packing trips, whereas I've just done only in Suleika before, a few years ago. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go. Got the first flat tire coming out of here. Yeah, so we're now turning off the main highway, going down this little path into the countryside. So as you can see, we've now come onto a bit of a dirt road path. Got some city or village off in the background there, but much nicer up here, apart from the trucks. Oh, that was actually the first truck going past, but yeah, you can hear the nature, hear the birds going by, and nice to be on a bit of a more gravelly sort of road. It's nice terrain. So while I'm just waiting for my dad to catch up here, I thought I'd give a bit of a rundown of the gear that we've got. Yeah, I just bought this bike from Decathlon here in Brazil. Cost 1,500 BRL, which is about, I think, $300. I'm not sure if that's 300 Australian or 300 US. And then I've got an Ortlieb pannier up the front, and then 2 panniers on the back here. Got a Brooks saddle that I'm testing out because the last trip I did, my butt got quite sore. Just like this truck go past again as well. Second truck, there we go, number 2. And here's Dad coming up in the background up there as well. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, Hydro Flask as well. And yeah, I had a bit of a flat tire back there. We got to the top of the hill climb and yeah, got a bit of a flat tire. So we did a changeover and had 2 very animated Brazilian men talking non-stop at us and trying to help us. Just to myself, to YouTube. How'd you find that climb? Good. But just made it through all the dirt tracks. Thought we were lost for quite some time there. Now back onto a normal little road, thank God. And yeah, another 2 hours ride to the town we're trying to get to, Oura Preto. There was some stunning riding though, coming down through the final pass of the mining dirt tracks. Yeah, some like cobblestone paths, beautiful pathways. It's good. What have we got there?
heart attack. It's chocolate with more chocolate.
Well earned. Yeah. So we made it here to Rio Acima, decided just to stop along here for the night, and we're staying at this Passada Canto. Just thought I'd show you this how we do our washing on the road. Just grab a bar of soap and in you go. Yes, hot water. What's your review for today?
Oh.
Tell us, what did we do?
We've had an adventure by following Google Maps and ended way off track.
Essentials. So yeah, basically to give you guys a summary, we left Belo Horizonte today, went up a massive highway for about 2 hours, and then took a side road that Google Maps told us to enter the dirt road section, and then got completely lost there because there was multiple roads that Google said we could go down, but then were private mining roads and all this kind of stuff. So my advice would be, yeah, I think don't use Google. Maybe there's another app that my dad uses called Komoot. That seems to be the way to go. And potentially, if you're looking to the Estrada Real, leaving in a van or some other thing from Belo Horizonte to the first spot of Oura Preto would be the way to go. I actually did contact one van company and they said that they could transport us, but we decided to leave a day early and just try DIY it. But yeah, I think based on this experience, I would just take the van out and start at Oura Preto. But anyway, it's been a good adventure for the first day, and glad we made it safe and sound and had some nice dinner and some whiskey, and onwards to the next day. Well guys, good morning. We've woken up here today in Rio Acima again, and what I actually discovered last night is that this is actually on the Estrada Real, which is the Royal Road, which is what we were trying to get onto by going to Itabrita first and then to Oura Preto. So good news, and today we're going to continue our journey. We're going to try and go, I think, about 5 to 6 hours cycle from Rio Acima through to Oura Preto, which is the big old gold mining town here. So I'll give you the updates on the way. So yeah, I just thought I'd make a little video talking about this Passada do Canto that we're staying. Got a lovely breakfast here, and there's the old man as well. And a lot of beautiful old furniture as well. Yeah, lovely little place to stay, actually.
Okay, the Pousado was built by my father in a surge of madness, as I say, and he wanted it to be a profitable, endeavor. Poor guy. Anyway, it's a comfortable life. It's nice. This area is very traditional mining, and mining companies don't want tourists here, but it's very beautiful up the range. You have like 180 meters high waterfalls. It's very nice. Chicatona. So, whoever is interested in going, meeting going to the highways, and you want to stay here even for breakfast, for some talking, everybody's very welcome. It's just a place to sit and talk and laugh a little bit. So everybody's welcome.
Beautiful. Okay. And fantastic breakfast as well. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're just heading out of Itabrita today, and yeah, we're deciding to go on the tarmac road today. There is apparently a gravel dirt version of the Estrada Real, but given we did a fair bit of that yesterday, just trying to take it a bit easy today, and I'm hoping there's an information office in Oura Preto, where we can get more information on how to properly get onto the proper dirt tracks as well. So yeah, on our way. There are these amazing yellow trees that we see here. The landscape's very fascinating, mixture of sort of farmland and palm trees and yeah, some yellow trees that I'll show just now as well.
More major road.
Yeah.
Then head just for Oura Preto.
Lovely.
This looks fun. Very wiggly.
What's that?
Feel like I'm heavily pregnant. It's a mule. The black one was a mule, and it's a cross between a horse and a donkey. And you cannot breed. Mules cannot breed. Mule?
So about 2/3 of the way from the road from Rio Acima to Itabarito, and yeah, it's mainly just being dirt track like this, a lot of up and downs. We've been up and down about like 5 different mountain stretches, and yeah, we even saw a guy who flipped his car on the way. No idea how it happened, couldn't really understand him, but here we are, and we'll keep going. Well, literally as I made that last video, we've actually just come to the end of the dirt road, and we're on our way to Itabarito on a lovely paved path. I don't know if I explained before, but we're sort of following the river along, and have been following the river along since Rio Acima. So on we go. So we've arrived here in Itabarito. I've just had an acai. Dad's had some oranges. Unfortunately, I had to clear off space in my phone before I could record this, so don't have a photo of the acai, but it's very good. And now we're gonna just do a few things here and head off to Oura Preto. Back on the highway now. Pretty horrible, really. Lots of trucks going by. I think this will probably be it for the next 3 hours till we get to Oura Preto, and looks like it's a basically all uphill climb, so lots of fun to look forward to. Yeah, it's been an absolutely brutal climb. We've got about half an hour ride to go, a bit of downhill, and then a final uphill. Yeah. Oh, where are we? We're here in Oura Preto. I almost fainted on the way up, and we're here at a little place. In summary though as well, I don't know what the rest of the Estrada Real is going to be like now that we're properly on the track from Oura Preto, but I don't think I would recommend to bicycle from Belo Horizonte to here. Maybe take a van with your bikes in it to get to the official starting point.
Think that must be the church. Some dry that we are high up.
So just here buying the kilos of dry food that we have to hand in to get the Estrada Real passport. Alright, this is day 4 of the trip. Just had a 2-day break here in Oura Preto, and we're now officially starting the Estrada Real, oh there it is, yellow route. It's going to be a steep incline to begin with, and down to São Bartolomeu, and then round to Glaura. Let's do it. Amazing view coming back through here, just as we get to the top of the mountain as well. Actually reminds me a lot of the Australian landscape up here, this red earth, a lot of the bush as well, just a few different plants. Very cool. It looks like we're at the top of the hill, so it was actually much easier than we expected. I think because it was the 3-kilometer climb out of Oura Preto and not just up the dirt tracks, probably 3 k's out of Oura Preto, 3 k's up here, so not too bad. Bit of riding, bit of pushing. Yeah, easy done. I just want to give a review of this bike quickly. Would not really recommend it because the chain keeps slipping. There was one other version that was about 500 reais more expensive, which had Shimano gears on it, and in hindsight I definitely should have taken that. Coming down some beautiful downhill runs now, super nice, just a couple of trucks and cars coming through, but yeah, it's lovely coming downhill. Yeah, absolutely stunning riding coming down through here. I think it's been about 5 k's straight downhill, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So as you can see, we reached the turn-off point to São Bartolomeu, or however you pronounce it. My Brazilian friends, sure I'm butchering all the names in this video, but regardless, here we are. We thought that there would be official Estrada Real signposts like I showed just before, but I think maybe they're just for the hiking trail and not for the dirt path or the asphalt path that they show on the official website. But regardless, we've got Google Maps and Komoot, and there seems to be enough signposts like this to navigate the way through. I thought I'd just talk about a few other things. So firstly, the wildlife. We thought we'd see quite a bit of wildlife, but so far I haven't really seen anything. I only really saw one hawk or eagle-like thing that was to note of, and a few sparrows and so on and so forth, but nothing else too far remarkable yet. Got a big truck coming through here. There you go. So it looks like a water truck of some kind. Okay, next thing I was going to talk about was the weather. And sorry, I need to keep looking at the camera. I keep forgetting that my eyes look off into the side. So if you're watching this, that is why. So yeah, the weather. So we're here in winter right now. It is August, which is typically Brazilian winter time. And obviously being a mostly tropical country, it's not too cold. So it has been a little bit chilly at night. You definitely want some pants and a jacket and potentially a beanie as well. But apart from that, we've been just getting away with shorts and t-shirt throughout the day, and obviously sweating a little bit, so it is a little bit hot. Oh, I did just see a cool bird. There you go. Well, there's some wildlife anyway. And the final thing, I actually was thinking about this when we were coming up the highway here. You see a lot of motels here in Brazil. And the thing is that these motels, especially if they're by the side of the highway, they're normally actually sex motels. So where people go if they live with their parents or they're having an affair or something along those lines. So if you see those and you think to stay there, you probably don't want to actually stay in a motel. Look for a posada. I think I've mentioned that a few times in this video already, but a posada is more the way to go. Just arrived here in São Bartolomeu. It looks absolutely gorgeous, so I'm gonna go in there and explore now. So yeah, just give me a little update on this town. There's one supermarket here, the local town supermarket. We saw one posada back down in the entrance down there. It looks like there's a acai shop here. It seems to be owned by the same owner of the supermarket. And having looked online, it looked like there were some restaurants and stuff, but it seems like they're really only open on the Saturdays. So yeah, you can come through here. Can't expect too much, but it is a lovely town. yeah, the road out of São Bartolomeu to Glaura, much easier, just some tarmac road, and yeah, really beautiful through these rolling hills through the countryside. Lots of cows, lots of beautiful streams coming through, and it's about 7 k's from here to Glaura. And yeah, we're seeing a lot more of the Estrada Real signpost along the way here, so maybe just along the dirt tracks they don't really signpost it. Funnily enough, as soon as I made that last video, literally went round one corner, saw another signpost for the Estrada Real putting us back on dirt path, so here we go.
Another one.
So this is what I mean with these signs. You can see we've been on a dirt road like this most of the way, and it's been pretty well signposted. And then we just come here, and they got a sign here that goes down this sort of tiny track, which looks more, I guess, for hiking. They do have this small sign here, sort of indicating to go still up this way to Glaura. Sorry for all the spinning around. So yeah, you just need to sort of work it out as you go. Just seeing these 2 big termite mounds as well. Pretty cool. Massive.
And big termite.
The biggest termite of all. Just coming into Glaura now, some dirt paths, lots of termite mounds. Looks like a beautiful little village up the top, up there, and back on the cobblestone roads. So yeah, we arrived in Glaura. Not too much going on here. We've got some horses in the background. We had a bit of trouble trying to find accommodation, but found a place with the logo of the Estrada Real on it. And yeah, it's a lovely old lady here who has some individual single beds for rent. So it was 150 reais for a night for a bed. So yeah, we'll stay here. Just to follow up on that last video, yeah, it seems like most of the pousadas and this kind of stuff are open only on the weekends, and also potentially also the food only on the weekends, but there is a supermarket here, so worst case scenario we'll just get some bread and make some sandwiches, and that will be that. Okay, hola amiga. So what are you eating here?
I don't know, but it's delicious.
You got a salgado, I believe it's called, and a beer. Very good. There you go.
The beer is perfect. Icy cold.
Lovely.
Insect bites.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it could be termite. Yes, it could be termite.
It's got quite a grid-like sort of thing to it, doesn't it? This is the Bar do Branco. Seems to be basically the only place available in town to get some food, apart from on the weekends, but had a very good salgado, a bit of beer, and life's good. Alright, we are leaving Glaura, packing up once again, on the way to, hopefully to Congonhas today, which is going to be a long ride, so let's see how we do. I'm just going to say goodbye to our host for the night. Ok, amiga. Muito obrigado para a vossa hospedagem. Tchau, tchau.
Thank you.
Hey, Dad. There's a water bubbler in there if you want some water.
No, I don't want water, thank you.
Doesn't drink water. I haven't seen him drink water the whole trip. Yes, my brakes are pretty much shot by this stage of the trip, so just going to this bike shop to try and get them fixed, and then get going from here. Okay. Nós temos os primeiro stamp de Estrada Real. We're here with our friend here from que é o nome de isso passa?
Santo Antônio de Leite.
From Santo Antonio de Leite, and he's giving us our first Estrada Real stamp. So, muito bom, beleza. Yeah, haven't recorded too much video. this morning is we just wanted to get a bit of a jump on. Didn't sleep all too well tonight. Bom dia! But yeah, we now come out of this little town and onto the first bit of dirt road again. Before here was all asphalt. Got one of our signs here as well. And yeah, you've got about 36 Ks on this bit with like an 8K downhill, a 14K slow uphill, and then downhill after that. And then one more leg after that into Congonhas, the town. And so, yeah, I'll be interested to see how it goes. Trail update. It's been pretty easy riding, just a few up and down hills, nothing too crazy. Bit of pushing in the background, of course. Fair enough, given his age. And yeah, we're gonna get to the top of this peak and then cycle down the rest of the way. Got to the top of the mountain climb to this town called Middleburnia, and yeah, it seems like mainly just a mining town, really. There is a church, of course, and seems like a soccer field as well, but again, yeah, not all too much going on from here, so yeah, we're gonna push on to Congonhas, the next town, hopefully mostly downhill from here. A lot of trucks coming down this hill, a lot of speed bumps. Yeah, obviously coming out of the mining town, this is what it is. Yeah, we were just discussing if that big lake we went past was a dam, but definitely looked like a dam given this sort of terraced thing going down and the big bridge over here as well. like a what sort of animal?
Panda.
Panda. What was your review of that ride just then?
Horrible.
Horrible. Yeah. There we go.
Mining trucks.
All right, we're just leaving Villa Lobos Restaurante. Had a lovely fringo empanada, a couple of cokes, and we're on our way. Well, we were about to leave and then we discovered Tim had a flat tire, so yeah, all part of the adventure. Another day, another battle, fucking steep hill. Somehow managed to add in another 45-minute hill climb due to a stupid hotel choice, but we have a view. Oi. What are you saying about the restaurant here?
Go on, Jesus. I didn't know Jesus owned a restaurant.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? So just up here at the Basilica in Congonhas. These were the main things to check out here, and it actually is beautiful. Dad was just commenting that the stones here are still lovely and warm from the day as well. And so you've got up here Basilica itself, and it's beautiful, beautiful. What's the opposite of sunrise? Sunset going on. Yeah, lovely, lovely Passa down there as well, and some yellow trees in the background. Really beautiful. And the good news we found out is that we did this horrible final hill climb, probably added on another 10-kilometer hill climb onto the 64 Ks of riding we already did. So 74 Ks total, which is pretty rough. And what we did find though was that the Estrada Real actually continues from up here near the Basilica. So yeah, it was a good thing in the end, and it'll make for an easy morning tomorrow leaving out of town.
Built this.
And yes, if you go down to the right of the Basilica, there's actually a few sort of tourist stores if you're looking to buy some things like that. Alright, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling slightly hungover after quite a few beers and some whiskey, waiting for some ribs last night that were very good in a restaurant close by to this hotel. Thought I'd just quickly update that this is the hotel in Confidentiis, potentially. And yeah, it's, as I said, up the top of this magical hill with a great view over there. Was tough coming up the hill on the final leg of the day, but I recommend getting up here because the next leg of the Estrada Real actually begins from up here near the Basilica. So yeah, we're in a good position up here to continue on for the journey today. No uphill climb to start the day, which should be nice. Well, hopefully no uphill climb. And yeah, we're looking to do about 40 kilometers today and get to a place called Entre de Rios, I believe. And yeah, hopefully not too hard of a ride, so we can have a bit more of a relax and get into town a bit earlier today. Just made our first hill climb coming out of the city, getting onto the first part of the proper Estrada Real track again. And yeah, it's at about 40 kilometers, so we just need to see if it's pavement or dirt road again. I'll update you as we go. I just thought I'd talk a little bit about safety and the people here as well. I mean, obviously, being in Brazil, you have to, just watch your back a little bit, but at no point have we felt unsafe or had any issues with any people. In fact, everyone's been lovely. Had lots of people offering to wash our laundry or help us along the way. So yeah, so far our review of Brazilian people is they're great. We're just a few Ks in, but so far it's just been this lovely tile path most of the way. It's good. It's a bit tough after you have a big breakfast to kind of get it going, so appreciating just having a nice cruisy start to the day. Yeah, prison house ruins over here, where you'll be tonight if you don't keep up. Yeah. Sometimes in life, you reach a fork in the road, you're not really sure which way to go. We'll use Google Translate and work it out. Just on that as well, I speak a little bit of Portuguese, very, very little bit, but it's definitely helpful. But I think if you came here without that and just with Google Translate, you'd be able to get by pretty fine as well. But yeah, my hack for just getting up to speed on a language is printing off the top 100 words of the language onto flashcards and then just going through those, because the top 100 words make up about 80% of the language, so with those you can sort of stumble through reasonably okay. But yeah, potentially even taking a couple lessons before you came could be cool as well, if you plan to spend a bit more time in Brazil and check out some of the other places around here as well. Just completed the first 10 Ks, feeling good. And yeah, now we're going to follow the highway along a little bit, end up in a place called Sal Bras do Suíça, and then head on from there. So again, quite a fork in the road between the tarmac and the dirt road. Another one of our lovely poles here saying we've got about 8 Ks to go to Sal Bras do Suíça. Something I have noticed is that it seems like on the app Komoot versus what the official signs say, it seems to actually be longer on Komoot than on the signs on the official website, so just something to be aware of. That's all good. And how are you finding it so far?
Good, it's not too bad today.
Not too bad, yeah.
Weather's perfect.
Weather's perfect, yeah. We got a nice early start. We found, yeah, starting early in the morning before it gets too hot, even though it is winter and it's about as cool as it'll get here, is the key. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. Normally Dad, when he does these trips solo, he goes sort of about 6 a.m. in the morning to try and get a start on the heat of the day, especially if you're somewhere more tropical. But we're getting served breakfast here at about 7 a.m. so it slows us down a little bit. But regardless, still getting some hours in for the hot heat of the day around 1 p.m, 2 p.m, which is, yeah, not as pleasant. Pretty sure these are the Oura birds, and they eat dead animals, so they've got no fur on their heads. Having a beautiful ride through this little foresty area. Just the first time we come to this more tricky part coming down here. Gonna wait for Dad just to make sure he gets through okay, and then yeah, we'll see how it is after that. But I would say you wouldn't want to be doing this in a more rainy season. We haven't had one drop of rain the whole time. It's been absolutely perfect weather, but I imagine these tracks would be pretty muddy in a more rainy time of the year. Well, not to mention the heat as well. You wouldn't want to do it any more hotter temperature, really. Oh dear. Oh dear.
There we go.
How's your knee?
It's okay.
Yeah, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's okay.
Alright. Yeah, Tim obviously took a bit of a tumble then, but he seems okay, luckily. And yeah, continue on through this little path, bit of a few sand traps, a bit more steep bits. Quite good fun actually, mostly falling over. An interesting bird's nest up here. Not sure what sort of bird lives in there, but quite cool. Seen a few of these around. Yeah, so we just stopped in Salbras de Suiza and have a little mini acai, a little coffee. They've got a espresso machine here, which is quite nice. And looks like they've got a great barbecue going on in the back. A bit early for lunch for us. We're gonna push through to Entre, Rios and Congonhas. And yeah, having a great day of riding actually. Super nice, not physically and emotionally exhausting like some of the other days. So onwards. Hopefully we should get it to the next town by about 1 p.m. Yeah, it looks like it'll be a nice little town to stay though. We've got some posadas and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, just heading our way out of town now, just a tiny bit on the highway, and yeah, looking out at some beautiful rolling hills, a few mountains in the distance that I'm sure we're going to go up, and yeah, so the next 20 k's, a little ride. Beautiful farmland coming through here through this valley. This little oasis like lake on the right hand side as well. Almost you know, desktop background saver, like almost surreal and unreal. Super beautiful. I love seeing the palm trees dotted around amongst the farmland as well. Very special. Coming into the town now of Entres just Rios. Beautiful big palm tree lined street as the entrance to the town here. Very beautiful. And it seems like kind of like a nice idyllic little town. So excited to see if we can find a nice posada and some nice food for tonight as well. And yeah, getting here around 1 p.m, which is pretty early considering the other days. Get a couple more tough hill climbs coming to the town. Again, some cobblestone on the road as well. I'm just trying to find this Posada dos Pedros, which seems to be the place to stay. mixed reviews. Some people saying it's clean, people saying the breakfast isn't great, some people also saying there's no sockets for chargers, but some people saying it's absolutely fine. So we will see what we will see when we get there. But apparently you get a stamp in your Estrada Real passport, so it's got us hooked in. Let's see. So review on today.
It was a good run today.
There we go.
Yeah. Apart from my tumble.
So we arrived here, the accommodation seems acceptable, seems clean, and we originally took a couple of rooms by the road, but we've changed to a room with 3 beds for the 2 of us. And it's got this view out here, and the main thing is it's not by the road where there seem to be a lot of trucks going by, so I'd say the bad reviewers had bad rooms by the road, whereas hopefully we can have a nice peaceful sleep with the sounds of the cows and the chickens outside in the morning. Just had a good kilogram lunch at Rancho Minero, which seems to be the best kilogram place in the town. So yeah, we close at 2 p.m, but that's the only thing. So if you get in before 2 p.m, you can get a good lunch. How long do you leave it to dry for? Not long. A little while, and we're off again. Early start today. Managed to get out by 7 a.m. I'm going to try to do this first stretch. I think it's going to be 2 or 3 hours, about 30 k's, and then assess from there, because the next stretch is 30 k's on from there, but I'm not sure there's not as much happening in the first town that we're getting to. Anyway, I'll give you some more updates later on. Cheers. Alright, so here we are. It was 8 degrees this morning apparently, so we're just getting to the sun. We're going to take our jackets off. We're going to Casa Grande this morning. Beautiful views out over here with mist coming out over the horizon. Of course, some trucks, but we're going down here without the trucks, so good news.
Downhill.
Yeah, so just a quick update about the town Entre Rios do Minas, or Entre Rio de Minas, that we stayed in last night. Facade was fine, breakfast was okay, nothing amazing, but yeah, got the job done. And yeah, there was only one place to eat for dinner, everywhere else was closed. I did get a very good lunch at a kilogram restaurant where you basically take your food and weigh it and pay for it by kilo. So it was a very good lunch, but that place is only open until 2 p.m. And then for dinner we ate at some American steakhouse place, but that was basically the only place, but the steak was bloody amazing actually. So yeah, no complaints there. Glad we got some food and we're able to get on the road. About 2/3 of the way there now. Been a pretty cruisy ride. Only 8:49 in the morning, so it's been going about 1 hour 50 minutes. And yeah, not much to report, just more beautiful dirt roads and countryside and no one really around, so yeah, it's been beautiful. Just want to give a quick review on my Brooks bike seat there as well. Very happy with the purchase. I spent more on the bike seat than I did on the bike, which is a bit ironic, but you know, butt hasn't felt sore at all. I remember the last trip I did maybe like 6-7 years ago around Sri Lanka. Yeah, my butt was extremely sore. I think the frame of my bike was a bit small as well, so it's just a compounded issue. But yeah, I'd highly recommend the Brooks seat. I mean, I know everyone else goes on about this seat as being amazing, but no complaints from me about it yet. Seen a lot of churches on this trip, but it's probably the most random one, just in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It's absolutely nothing around, pretty much as far as the eye can see. And here we have a church. Final hill of the last bit of this first leg of today, and yeah, again, nothing too much to report, just more roads, more hills, meditative practice, just focus on the breathing and getting there. I just thought I'd take a minute to talk about fitness if you're thinking about doing this. So yeah, I'm 35, my dad is about to be 73 in a few days time, and yeah, I mean, we're both reasonably active, but for me, I do, gym 2-3 times a week, sometimes 4 if I'm lucky, and then hopefully some surfing and maybe a couple of runs in between and a bit of walking here and there. And before this trip, I was in Amsterdam for a week and then in Rio for a week, and I was bicycling around in both of those places, so that was good just to get my cycle fitness up a little bit. And for my dad, he normally bicycles to and from work about half an hour each day, and plays squash and does some running and all that kind of stuff as well. So I'd say you want to have some general level of fitness before you do this, but at the same time you could take it slower and maybe take some camping tent and stuff like that, and if you get tired, just sleep along the road along the way and take it a bit slower than we are. And on the flip side of that, I think if you're a professional cyclist or more than just basic amateurs like us, then you could probably do this in a lot faster time. I think also potentially getting a smaller bike packing kit, so instead of the panniers that we've got here, getting more lightweight equipment would make a massive difference. So you can get these ones that go sort of just tucked in on the frame here, and then you don't have to have this big metal frame here for the panniers to go on. And I think that would make an incredible difference, because I've just noticed when we've ridden around town without the packs on, it has been a lot easier to ride. So in saying that, I've selected gravel riding on the Komoot app, and generally we're pretty on track for the timings with it. So I think today it said it was about 3 hours for this first leg. I think we'll do it in 3 hours 15. That's maybe 3.5 hours including breaks as well, so yeah, not all too bad. And obviously, yeah, if you get tired, just get off and push as well. So that's it, final 1 kilometer of hill climb here, and then we go. Here in Casa Grande, local store here, the one restaurant, Churrascaria across there, doesn't open until 11 AM, at 10:30 now. Have to decide if we keep going or stay here. Decided to leave that town. Got about 3 hours more ride ahead of us, maybe 3.5 by the time we're done. Fortunately going to get into the heat of the day, but just wasn't much happening in that town really. It's just one restaurant and that was literally it. So yeah, we're going to push on. Probably going to be a bit uncomfortable, but yeah, I think there's quite a few hills coming up. But hopefully after that, I think the next few towns, we've got Prados and Tiradentes, meant to be nicer little towns, so we can take it a bit more chill for the next few days after that. To be honest, this has been not the most enjoyable part of the ride of the day. It's been no shade, middle of the day, hot sun for about 5 kilometers now. A little bit of incline, but not too bad. It's times like this I just have to remind myself that I'm lucky that I get the opportunity to do this, So I've got 2 legs working and got the ability to take the time off to do this. So yeah, it's just all about your mindset, even though it is tough, I will say. 1:49 now, we're just coming into town. Got another couple of tiny hill climbs. I think we're about to do one hill climb and join the highway. You can hear the sounds of the highway off in the distance. Be nice to get off the dirt road for a bit and get onto some asphalt. And looks like there's about 2 hotel posada things in town. So yeah, make the decision easy on where to stay. And yeah, we'll just come past some dairy farms, and yeah, it hasn't been all too bad this last little stretch. A few shady parts, which makes all the difference. So yeah, looking forward to getting into town, have a beer and have a bit of food, have a rest, check the emails and prepare for tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're going to do like a 40k ride, go to Prados and Tiradentes, which are both meant to be really nice towns. So looking forward to that. Not another 60k day, because it seems to be about our limit. And the day after that we've got a 29k and then maybe another 29k to get to this big lake, which is quite exciting. Then we get to cross on a ferry, so looking forward to that as well, and hopefully some nice easy days. Yes, well done. So, ran to a slight hitch, no accommodation in Lagoa Dourado due to the big festival, so I'm going to like horse festival or something on, so riding another 20 kilometers. Oh joy. Just trying to remember that everything happens for a reason, so for whatever reason we weren't meant to stay in Lagoa Dourado tonight. I have to keep on going to Prados is the reason, and yeah, definitely could have gone done without this ride, but yeah, it's not so hot, which is nice. As you can see, getting dark now, sun's going down. Pretty much a 11-hour day of riding. The time we get in, we're about 5 minutes off from Prados, whatever it's called. That was rough. Got lost at some point because the map said we were going down a road, but you actually just go straight across the field. We're now actually off the official Estrada Real map and just going off Komoot to do this a bit quickly. But yeah, I think, well, we are going to make it, so finally. Final fucking hill, done. We have arrived. We have beds, we have a shower. Grateful to be alive, grateful that we made it before dark, grateful that we've been recommended a good pizza restaurant where I'm going to go smash about 10 pizzas right now and about 100 beers. And yeah, I'll talk to you some more tomorrow, guys. I think we'll probably have a pretty cruisy day tomorrow. I don't think there'll be much riding going on. Need to fix up the bike and fix up the body a bit and just rest. So anyway, we made it. All part of the adventure. So we just stayed the night in this apart hotel at Gualimpa, and yeah, got a particularly good breakfast. So I thought I'd just show a bit of this, and yeah, obviously we've had the sort of Pusada breakfast all along the way, but yeah, it's nice when you get a good one. Alright guys, just making this update video from bed because I'm having a bit of a lie-in today. We've got, I think, about an hour and a half ride into Tiradentes, just 1 or 2 small hills, and then a very cruisy ride from there to São João del Rei, I believe it is. Was thinking this morning, chatting to a mate about this, that it may have been good if we'd had some camping hammocks with mosquito nets and some just like emergency tiny backup food for days like yesterday. I mean, so far it's been pretty fine the whole way, finding posadas and stuff, but I guess you just never know what's going to happen or if you're going to get lost or something like that. And obviously we went off the official Estrada Real track yesterday, which was a little bit more challenging, coming down through some unmarked places and getting a bit lost along the way as well. So just something to consider if you're doing this, potentially bringing a hammock with a mosquito net into it. Just a very, very lightweight, small one. Could be a good option, and maybe some water decontamination and sterilization tablets just for a backup as well. But yeah, pretty happy that we pushed on and we're able to get here and have a lovely breakfast, have a good sleep as well. We had some dinner last night. Sort of the only place in the town again that had food. It was a burger and a pizza, which were pretty good. And yeah, looking forward to getting back in the saddle and riding. We're going to get tonight to São João del Rei, and then after that there is a small ride through to the I can't remember the name of it. I think Caquende is a place by the lake, and then we'll take a boat across the lake, which is quite exciting. Looking forward to seeing if we're going to have any more wildlife there as we get closer to the big water source, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the landscape changes as well. Yeah, apart from that, having some big issues with my brakes. They seem to keep getting loose, so was using my shoe to brake on the back tire coming down a bit of the hill yesterday. Unfortunately, it's Sunday here, so all the bike shops are closed. So I'll try to do a bit of DIY repair on it today, and then yeah, get to a proper bike shop tomorrow for a full adjustment and tune up as well. But yeah, again, I did not recommend the cheap Decathlon. Well, it was actually the mid-range Decathlon bike. I would go for the high-end one with the Shimano gears on it. And my dad is saying the largest you can get. I don't know, what does that mean?
Larger wheels.
Big wheels. Get a big frame and big wheels. He's on a mid-sized frame, which I think is a bit small for him, but big frame, big wheels goes faster as well. Although I will say his bike is a bit more lightweight, so the lighter weight definitely helpful coming up hills, whereas mine's a bit heavy. I think it's probably about 5 kilos heavier, but you know, it's okay when you're strong. Heading out of town. Lovely day. Easy cruisy ride coming up. Famous last words, but let's see. Okay, the bike's a bit of a wash as well. Didn't think I'd be able to ride today, to be honest, but here we are. Super nice cruisy ride. The first 7k is pretty much done. 7k's to top of another hill. It's beautiful Sunday ride. I was just thinking, I don't know if I mentioned what the town was that we were in last night, but it was Prados, in case I didn't mention it. So there you go. And yeah, might stop in Tiradentes for a little bit. There was paved roads. I think we could be there in about half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe something like that. The hill's not too bad. And yeah, then just a final 10k cruise. It's so nice, so nice. And yeah, beautiful farm side as well. Really nice part of the ride so far. I don't think they're real. Well, it was a nice effect. I think they're trying to be a cashew, actually. I think that's a cashew plant, but yeah, they're definitely fake. Well, my whole fucking gearbox basically snapped off the wheel, so -1 for Decathlon shitty bikes. And yeah, we're just now trying to snap off the whole thing so I can ride it as a fixed gear into the next town. I'm glad this didn't happen yesterday, but the problem is today that it's Sunday, so there's no mechanics or bicycle shops open, but a guy here who's doing some repairs on his motorbike seems like he might be able to help us, so fingers crossed. Bike's converted into a single speed. Super lucky that guy was there, and we'll make it to Tiradentes and stay the night, get the bike fixed in the morning hopefully. Alright, back on the road. Fixed gear, single speed's going alright. It comes to this beautiful town of Bishino, and yeah, happy just to be able to ride. Okay, we actually just decided to stop here in Bishino. Beautiful little town square. Gonna try to grab an acai or a coffee or something. And so in that other video I said everything happens for a reason, so I'm very glad that we had to do that very tough ride yesterday and have the chain break today in the middle of the town where there was a guy who could fix it, where we can get an acai. And yeah, I'm probably gonna try to get some Shimano gears put on the bike now and hopefully have a cruisy rest of the ride to Rio without any gear issues. So yeah, just thankful for the way things worked out as well. Might also be getting my first proper coffee espresso in the last 7 days, so very exciting. Lovely ride coming out of here, just all cobblestone path. I think it's going to be all that way till we get into Tiradentes. Super nice. Everyone out for Sunday, enjoying the day. Just reached the tarmac. Not as fun riding on the cobblestones as you might think. It's beautiful though. Lots of these artisanal stores and homewares and stuff along the way. It's a very touristy place, but super nice I have to say. When the bike fails, that's what we'll put you in.
Yeah.
Had a great fixed price lunch at a place called Casa Verde. Now we're just having a walk through the historical centre of Tiradentes, and it's a really beautiful little historic town. This is the owner of the van here. Van is from 1975. Awesome. Você morou aqui?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Look at the roof.
Wow.
Está em reforma.
Drogar isso.
Aqui no meu bandinho eu acho que tá.
Cool sort of toucan artwork. Massive plants here. Got a lovely place by the pool here. Just been sitting here and chilling for the last couple hours, getting rid of the afternoon sun on Sunday. And yeah, it's beautiful, really. Okay, we're here in São João del Rei, staying at this nice sort of like hotel, posada kind of place. And yeah, just give you a little tour outside. Nice rooms. It's about 300 BRL for the night, about 100 Australian dollars or 50 US. And yeah, we have 2 beds in the room. And then just come over here, you've got this very cool big wooden beams. And yeah, coming out here to the pool area. Had a very nice lazy Sunday after the quite chilled ride. Beautiful pool area. Dad's by the pool chilling out. And yeah, it's been great, really relaxing. And tomorrow we'll go and try and fix the bike chain and get back on the road, hopefully get down to the lake by the afternoon.
Main course is sort of 70, 80 real.
Well, you're right on the square, so just been down to the local bike shop and we're gonna do the job in 4 hours. New Shimano derailleur, gears, whatever it is. Brakes are gonna be fixed up, new chain. So yeah, we're just here checking out local church. I've seen a lot of these churches but haven't really been inside to many of them, so taking the opportunity to do so today. And might go to a coffee shop, grab me coffee, do some emails, that kind of stuff. Then yeah, we'll do the ride to São Sebastião de Vitória, which is halfway between here and the lake. We're going to make the lake crossing and see how we go. We might push on to the lake tonight, but see how our energy levels are, how the heat is later in the day as well. And it's my dad's birthday tomorrow, so yeah, got to tease him a little bit about his final day of being 72. That's the main job for today. So just here in the bike shop, guys fix the bike in about 2 hours flat. Gonna cost about 300 reais, get a Shimano part on it. So yeah, all good news, we're on our way. So because the bike mechanic got the bike done earlier, he said it'd be done by about 1 PM, so we didn't think we'd get out of here till much later. But as you can see behind us, we had the Estrada Real pole amongst the rubbish, and yeah, we're heading out of town about 11 AM, 11:15 now, so we'll see where we get to today. But nice to be getting off earlier than expected, of course. On final ride of 72.
I'm at his birth, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, he's fixed his gears as well. And yeah, so anyway, not quite sure what's going on here. Through a fence with barbed wire off a trail. The Estrada Real has become the Estrada rock climb at this point, but beautiful with the mountains. I think that's the Sierra or Serra Grande over there. So it's nice to have a bit of different scene, different paths.
Come on.
Need help? Definitely a more challenging route than we bargained for. Wondering if we're on the hiking route instead of the gravel trail route. We'll see. Pretty challenging trail all in all. These big holes in the road as well. There's like some motocross or I guess like mountain bike guys that come to make some little jumps or something. So, yeah, certainly making it a bit more challenging. things. They're so like strange. They're almost like a surrealist piece of art. Like, yeah, just got to do a nice crossing through the river. Feet washing. Gonna stop for an orange. Alright guys, coming down to the final hill for today. Background. Hasn't been too much to report on this ride. A couple of river crossings which were fun, and yeah, really nice downhill bit through a field. Some horses. Yeah, I think getting the late start, but just got to get to where we need to go. And apparently there's some good fried chicken on the place that we're going tonight, so looking forward to that. Alright, gonna get the rest done. It is beautiful, isn't it? Coming off the dirt road now, 2 p.m-ish, pretty hot. Nice to get into town and get some water. So you didn't really stock up on too much water before leaving, stupidly. But I think if you did this leg, started early in the morning, 6, 7, got here, and you'd easily do the next leg down to the lake, because apparently it's pretty much flat from here down to there. So yeah, just don't break your bike. That's the trick. Alright, that down. Oh, just missed 2 gear. Oh, fuck the place. Sorry, a bit skew whip. That town was a bit of a shithole though, to be quite honest. And seeing it's my dad's birthday tomorrow, we decided to keep on pushing on. So yeah, gonna get down to the lake today, which is exciting. A lot of eucalyptus trees up here. It looks like they were logging them a bit back on the track. Didn't manage to get a video of it. There's a big pile of logs next to the road, which is quite cool. But yeah, I feel like I could just be in Australia right now. I guess I said it before, but I'll say it again. We made it to the lake, halfway. Yoo! Ah. We made it. Yes. Yeah, me too. So anyway, we're pretty happy we made it to the lakeside. This is the middle of the trip. It is going to be my dad's birthday tomorrow, so it all seems very, very fitting to make it here at this time. So we're just down here at the lake for sunrise, and because it's his birthday today, it's a tradition that he has to go for a swim.
I'm the 70-year-old.
Morning guys, so we're just checking out Caquende, gonna go have some breakfast, then take the boat across the lake. Just been staying in this small little posada kind of place, so yeah, pretty basic. The rooms have got 3 beds in them. It's just a room over there. I'll show a shot of that on the cutaway as well. It's actually got a nice little kitchen and chill out area as well, so it'd be nice if you with a few friends or something like that as well. Just make one video. This is Helio from Helio and Rosangela's. So if you come through here, he will help you with accommodation and food as well. And yes, he's also just organised the boat for us, which I believe is about 30 reais each to get across the river with the bikes.
$10.
$10 each. And it looks, as far as I can understand, that the boat for cars will be operational again in about 1 month as well, if you're doing this by car for whatever reason. Just waiting for the boat here, and I thought I'd talk about these big birds we've been seeing. So I found out they're actually related to some kind of prehistoric predator carnivore bird that apparently grew up to about 10 feet tall, and they're only found around in this sort of region of Latin America, I think in Uruguay and a bit in Argentina and a bit in Brazil as well. But yeah, quite cool. We've been seeing them all along the way. Normally it's just 1 or 2 of them, normally 2 together as a sort of a couple, and yeah, just part of the wildlife to note. Back on the road again. Another day. Back on the road again. Bike's feeling another good. Day. Another ride on the boat. Bike's feeling good. Now officially 73. Crossing on the boat. That's now officially 73. Got a hill. Few hill climbs up to a place called Carrancas. Few hill climbs up to a place called Carrancas. Or Carrancas. Up there apparently there's some waterfalls. And up there apparently there's some waterfalls. And some nice posadas and some nice restaurants. So there's about a 28-kilometer ride. Yeah, might do the updates on the way, but otherwise might do the updates on the way, but otherwise I'll show some waterfalls once we get up there. I just have one thought come up, which is that I think it's always nice when you reach the halfway point of a trip like this, especially for us because we're heading to the coast. Big ocean people, so they're looking forward to swimming the ocean. One pedal closer. It just feels like every pedal is from that halfway point. One pedal closer. Descent, if you will. From that halfway point. So going uphill. Descent, if you will. Even if you're going uphill towards the final destination. We're dealing with these cattle grates. Day or two. Not great because you need to stop and get off. Day or two. Not great because you need to stop and get off and walk past them. Each time, you could try right across, but it's quite deep. If you came off, it wouldn't be too great. Especially on this one, it's quite deep. Coming up now, the first time we've had wind, really little trip is because we crossed a lake and there are different wind formations for mountains. Kind of nice and kind of a bit more challenging as well. So where do you think we're going?
Well, I don't know whether it's at the end of this escarpment and round the corner there.
Either way, we're going up. That's it.
Yeah, up and over.
bit of bike pushing about sums up this road. Looks like there's massive rivers that come down here next to the road, but I'm guessing now being in winter, it's just not getting any water through. Pretty cool though. Pretty good, yeah. Came across this beautiful little waterfall halfway up. So nice. This is where we come up from. Oh, this is it. You come up the other side, get a view of the mountains in store for tomorrow. So we're here in Carrancas in my civilian clothes, and I've seen a pole here. These poles weren't changing for a long time, but now it's just officially at halfway, which is nice to see. There's some like a bit of a hippie vibe going on here in this town. There's meant to be a few waterfalls around, and you know, music like Bristol helps this kind of thing. And what else? Just been to the local bakery and had a nice little snack. Can grab an acai in a second, and yeah, then try to find some dinner and beer later on tonight. Should be nice. Oh yeah, and we're gonna go and try swimming in the waterfall just for a little bit this afternoon, which should be cool as well. But overall, yeah, it seems like a really nice little town. Recommend to come here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Where are we off to?
I'm not sure.
Traituba. That's where the dogs is. Carrancas. Heading out of Carrancas now. Really enjoyed our stay there. Stayed at a posada called Villa Mandala. Another great breakfast as well. And the owner of the hotel gave us a lot of advice on the next part of the route for the Estrada Real. It's a bit confusing because the website says that there's a farm but it's closed, but there's like a bar where you can call to stay the night. So yeah, we just weren't really sure what's going on. Also not sure of how difficult it was going to be for the ride, but he told us that the first 30 kilometers it's easy and the next 30 kilometers it's easy, but if we also get tired we don't have to stay in the middle. There's another town 10 kilometers off from there called Minduri, I think it is. And so yeah, we'll do the first 30 Ks, see how it is. I feel like we can keep going and get to Cruzilia today, we will. But if not, we'll just end up in Minduri and then come down, not the official Estrada Real route, just down another highway to get to Cruzilia the next day. And then this is the first one. Poles coming up here on the left. So let's get into it. It's a bit cold today. We've got quite jackets on. First time I really had clouds along with the wind as well. So yeah, it's actually nice for a change as well. Alright guys, see you on the road. guys. Just been a really cruisy ride. A couple of red sections off the route, but just tiny bits. Just downhill now to wait 16 kilometers on the first part of this ride to Traituba, and I'm pretty sure we'll make it to Cruzilia today, given how easy it's been. We just have an orange and some chocolate there, the water. Once we get to Traituba, push on without any lunch. Get to Cruzilia by 1 or 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And we've got to take the bike in to get the brakes fixed again because the brakes keep fucking up, so that'll be that. How you going over there?
Good.
Oh, nice.
I'll take that.
Even though it's easy today, we're both quite grateful to have this cloud cover. Might be a little bit harder with some direct sunlight on. But yeah, coming to the 20k mark now, 10k's to go till Traituba, and then yeah, push on probably. So for all that concern, turns out there's actually a new luncheonette. This is Traituba, yeah. Actually turns out there is stuff here though. So for the Institute of the Estrada Real, you need to update your stuff. And I might put this on Google Maps as well. Gonna get a coffee. Pushing on here past Traituba. I'm gonna go do it to Cruzilia Deville, whatever it's called. And that's saying 37k's on the map, but it should be an easy 37k's. And so far, made good progress. I think it's around 11:30, 1 or 2 p.m. Nice day's ride. Yeah, I just want to talk again about how good the Brazilian people have been to us. Everyone's been so lovely, so helpful, and I accidentally just gave that lunchnet guy 50 reais. I also had to give him 5 reais for. I think so. I just need to check the signpost properly. Anyway, yeah, he drove back to give me the change. Just lovely. So super nice people. Not sure what this is. Some cool big pink building. I've seen a pink building before on this trip. That's it, just a change. Gave him 5 reais anyway, just to say thank you for coming back. So, yeah, very nice. Not sure what this little hydroelectric thing is, but yeah, we came across it. Looks like it's maybe to generate electricity or something. Alright guys, we decided to take a shortcut here. It says sign here, Cruzilia, 23 kilometers. Google Maps says this is a direct way. The Estrada Real was just taking us on a bit of an extra loop that yeah, we just don't really need today, given it's already a pretty long day anyway. Easy day, but still would be nice to cut off half an hour, 45 minutes. So here we go. And yeah, look, the other reason is that my brakes are just getting worse and worse, so pretty keen to just get into town and get the bike in to be fixed as fast as possible. Then hit the road again tomorrow in the morning as well. Not really a bike guy, so I'm not sure why I keep going off. Had the bike pads replaced and thought that might fix it, but it seems like they just keep kind of loose. It's probably because they're not Shimano, not good quality. I think I'm gonna ask the guy in this next place to show me how to tighten them up, because it's probably something I should know regardless. big lovely eucalyptus alleyway we're coming through here. Let's see someone with a nice farm here, big industrial farmland going on. A lot of cattle, some silos, all that kind of good stuff. Here we are. It's just gone about 12:30, 12:20 now. Just had this thought pop in mind that it's normally about this time when we're sweating our balls off. Absolutely hating it. Probably about dehydrated by about 1 or 2 liters. And wondering, as soon as why am I doing this thing? You know, I've got 2 dogs coming up here. They're nice dogs. Yeah. Hello, dogs. Oh, hey. Hello. What's going on? Good for you guys. Oh, hi. Anyway, yeah, just to finish off on that thought quickly. Hello. Oh, hi. They're a bit barky, but they seem alright. Maybe a bit scary. Sometimes you're riding along and you get like the prime dogs run out at you and start to try to bite your legs, but these guys seem okay. But yeah, just to finish on that other thought is that yeah, basically sometimes you're absolutely hating it, but today's not one of those days. Today's a day where it's just all cruisy, you're having a good time, life's good, and yeah, you keep on riding for another 100 days if you wanted to. Anyway, you're gonna go to this dog park and you're like, dogs kept following us. Good 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers. Here he comes. Go, dog, go. Yes. You. Hey. Meanwhile, dealing with a chain issue. I'm not sure why my chain keeps coming off. It's come off about 4 or 5 times now. Yes, this dog's followed us for about 2-3 kilometers now. And I'm dealing with a chain issue. My chain just come off. It's about the 4th, 5th time it's happened today. Anyway, onwards. Just got the chain back on. And 2 minutes later, this other one's popped up. Definitely on the chase. Nice to have some company. We're going about another 3 kilometers now. Dog's still along with us for the journey. Just hoping they don't come into the city with us. Another 10 k's on. Dog's still with us. Life one's just slower. So you can near the bad lake. But yeah, we obviously know the road. We spoke to the guy down at the lake, and he said to us he gets about like 1 person or 1 group of people a week coming through, so maybe we're used to getting a couple of bicyclists through. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. It's actually not many people doing this route per year. We route times that by 52 weeks of the year, maybe 100, even 50 people, depending on how many people in the group doing this, maybe less, maybe 50 to 100. So yeah, it's quite cool. Five to 10 k's now, going to Cruzilia. About ready to stop. Just a bit bored of riding, to be honest. Funny how it happens. But yeah, let's get it done. Last 10 k's, easy. Dogs have gone as well. They also come with us for about 20 k's almost, so maybe they're not too far from home, but yeah, I think they wore out. Looks like, and I'm hoping, is the final hill before we reach the main road. Maybe some asphalt. A couple more little hills after that, and then it's coffee, maybe a sack as well. Right, this is how you know that you found the place. All the Estrada Real stickers. Well done, Dad, made it. End of the day. Have to double check, but I think we went about 60 k's, maybe 65 k's today. good to be here. And for a Cafe Jemania tomorrow. Fortunately, that posada was full, so we're heading it up at the Hotel Central, I think it's called. Just basic place, a couple of beds, bathroom. Luckily, actually a garage for the bikes, and it looks like there were a few other people with bikes who were doing the Estrada Real as well. So I thought I saw a few bike tracks today and a banana on the track and this kind of stuff. So good to know we're at the other right place.
Aqui, ó. Aí na hora que você tá, por exemplo, numa trepidação, numa estrada que trepida muito,
Sauce.
What sauce have we got?
Gorgonzola.
Alright guys, today we are leaving Cruzilia. We're going to ride through to Caxambu and hopefully get a thermal bath there. Should be a short ride, 2 to 3 hours. Looking forward to it. Just to summarize as well, there wasn't too much going on in this town. Had a nice meal, nice steak, and just slept at this cheap hotel, and that was about it. Nothing to report back on Cruzilia. The only other thing was we did meet some other bike guys who were doing this riding out with a support car, and we're about like 90 Ks a day, and so those guys came off at 6 AM and super impressive stuff. I did actually spend some time last night to map out the next 6 or 7 days of riding. So yeah, today I think is just a short 26 Ks. Then let's just let this truck go past. Short 26 Ks. Then the next 2 days I think is 46 and a 42. And then I think we maybe have a 50 and a 50 to go after that. I'll drop a screenshot of the plan up here after this. And yeah, I'm hoping that that's staying in nice towns along the way as well. So yeah, the official Estrada Real website, I think it splits up the track into 27 different sections. So you sort of need to choose your own adventure from that. So look, I'll drop that here and hopefully it helps you guys decide on which way you want to do this if you're going to do it. Super nice easy ride today, and we're coming down through these sort of jungle temple run style pathways now. It's really, really cool. Beautiful green luminous birds coming out. So yeah, lovely ride, lovely morning. Just came into the town of Caquende now. We're I think about 20 Ks so far, about 10 Ks to go to Caxambu. But yeah, I was feeling it's too easy a day of riding. Don't feel like I'm really earned to be able to stop just yet. So we'll just maybe have a coffee here and have a chat about it, see how we feel after that. The idea of a thermal spa in Caxambu does also still sound quite nice. Not a whole lot happening in Caquende from what we can see. And you know, had a quick chat, had a orange there. Just a little bit of a break, doing the final 6 Ks to Caxambu, and yeah, it's decided to keep it pretty chill today and not push on to São Lourenço. I think they could definitely do it very easily. It looks like an easy ride, but yeah, there's going to be a bit of laptoping today, or bom dia. Bit of laptoping today, a bit of relaxing, and yeah, might find a nice place for lunch or something like that. Just coming into Caxambu now.
I want to see tennis.
So just here in Caxambu, having a very nice day, nice relaxed mini ride this morning, and then just chilling today. Just been to one coffee shop and hanging out. a little bit there to do some work. And yeah, so far it seems like a really nice little town. People seem really nice, it's really safe, really friendly. Got a bit of a mountain vibe to it going on. We're staying in this older hotel. I think it's called like the VOS or VSO Hotel Caxambu. And yeah, they even have their own sauna and thermal pool and hot pool and a cold pool in there as well. Bit of an older style hotel, but yeah, nice for a change as well. Just been thinking a bit as well about if I was to do this trip again, that I would actually cut down the weight of my luggage massively. So I think I'm carrying way too much stuff that's making it, or has made it a lot harder than it needed to be. So in terms of clothes, I've got these Lululemon shorts that have sort of a lycra lining inside them. And I think you could get away with just like 2 or 3 pairs of those. Then potentially just like, yeah, 2 or even 1 really shirt. In fact, even the Lululemon shorts, you can maybe go down to just 2 of those for your exercise stuff. 1 exercise shirt or 2 exercise shirts, and then just 1 set of casual shorts and shirt. And yeah, I'm carrying stuff like a hammock and all this kind of other rubbish that just really isn't necessary. And yeah, the main thing is just that every night you're ending up washing your clothes and hanging them out to dry, and then sometimes putting them on wet in the morning to allow you to keep cycling on, because you don't really want to put the wet clothes in the bag. So yeah, you can just go super minimal with this stuff from what I've found from doing it so far. Yeah, don't bring a hammock. I haven't put the hammock up once. My dad has just told me he's looking for the Fountain of Youth, so you can knock off 40 years. We're here in the park of the water park, basically Park Diagwas, and there should be about 12 different water fountains with different health properties based on different minerals that are in the water. It costs 5 reais entry, and
It's very beautiful.
yeah, it's very beautiful, as you just said. And I think there were some limitations on the amount of water you can take out. It was like 2 5 liters or 5 2-liter bottles or something like that. Yeah, but that is that. And then there's also the thermal bars. Can't really see, there's a building over here, but really nice, big sort of stately building where we're going to go have a thermal bath as well. Probably won't be able to film inside there given that people are bathing, but I'll tell you a little bit about it afterwards. What did you...
Which one are we going to? With gas.
Is it with gas, really? Are you cured?
I am. I'm feeling better already.
There you go, very good.
Beat us.
Got him. I haven't done a breakfast blog update in a while, but they have about 1 million tables here. Give you guys a view of the food in a second as well. How's it looking? Good? There you go. Alright, here we are heading out from Caxambu, from the VOA Hotel Caxambu. Where are we off to today?
I don't know.
He's got no idea. He's never got any idea. I just tell him where to go. First 5k is done. Seems like it's going to be a very easy ride. Dad's just taking off his jumpers, warming up about 8:30 a.m. I thought I'd just show actually his bike rack came apart yesterday. Part of the welding came apart. So he's wired it together with some wire from the hardware store, and so far it seems good, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, he just got little water backpacks on. It's about as picture perfect as you can get. Keep cycling. Oh, really? Just come across the most beautiful soccer field I've ever seen in my life. Just in the middle of this valley, perfect green grass. Almost makes me want to play soccer. This has to be one of the most pleasant days of riding I've ever had. It's just absolutely beautiful scenery around here. I'm saying that all the time, but it is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, not too many hills. We just come up one little hill. And there's this amazing tree here at the top of the hill. And just over the hill here, we're going to start coming to São Lourenço. We have a little coffee there, and we're going to look around the town. And yeah, we're making pretty great time this morning. So after that, we just got 16 k's to go to Alto, I believe it is. And then yeah, it should be a nice, chilled, easy day. Beautiful. Yeah. Thought I'd just quickly update on my brake situation as well. So yeah, the last guy at the bike shop, he said that the specific type of brakes that I've got, which I don't think are very good, not hydraulic brakes or anything like that, there's a screw on them that comes loose as we're going over all these dirt patches. Basically, if that keeps coming loose, it can completely pop out. So yeah, I just need to tighten it up. It's just one of the Allen keys on the side of it. I was a bit confused because the first bike shop, he was tightening multiple different parts on the brake, but this guy said it's okay, just tighten this one place and it should be fine. First nice thing about this bike trip is learning a bit more about bikes along the way. I'll probably forget all again before the next bike trip, but I think it's like this with bike riding and bike packing. You can never be fully prepared. You just need to go for it and hope the best along the way. Of course, take preparations, take a bit of water, take a map, the battery, and know where you're going. But yeah, they've seen every town we've been in, there's been a bike shop somewhere along the way. It would have been a couple of days where if we broke down in the middle of the dirt, it would have been pretty bad, but then again, there's always some farmhouses around and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I think if you're worrying about getting started because you don't know too much about bikes, don't worry about it, just get started. And all the bike mechanics have been super lovely, friendly people as well, so yeah, just go for it. What do you reckon, Dad? You want to stay here? Well, very good day today. Just saw my first toucan that I've ever seen in real life. Yelled out, toucan, toucan! It's good, I think Dad saw it as well. So yeah, great to see some more unique Brazil wildlife out here. I guess in terms of the wildlife, it has mainly been birds. I saw one tiny monkey one day, about sort of a third of the way through the trip, running along a fence line. But apart from that, I haven't really seen all too much apart from cows and sort of farm animals as well. So anyway, very cool to see a toucan, and hopefully we'll see some more. Interesting here, we're starting to see some rocks coming through on the mountainside. I'm guessing it's sort of granite or something like that. Which yeah, kind of changing the landscape, coming closer to the coast and the granite mountains there as well. Coming into São Lourenço now. I don't know what it is about this area and the last area of Caxambu, but all the animals seem super chilled out. We haven't had any dogs chase us. I'll speak about that right now. There's a dog up here, all these, but luckily he's behind a fence. Yeah, I haven't had any dogs chase us. All the people being super chilled out, and it's all the minerals in the water that they're drinking. It's making them so chilled out. I have to drink some more of that water myself.
Popping for this. We've been so
Just leaving São Lourenço now. Looks like a nice place. Unfortunately, yeah, they've got the water park, same as Caxambu. It looks a bit bigger, but has this massive, great, beautiful lake, and sort of got a fence all around it, so you need to pay to go in. It's not so much the issue. The issue is that it would be nice just for the city not to have a fence around the lake, so it's sort of publicly accessible and everyone can hang out there. So anyway, a bit weird, but we're going to push on to our next destination, Pouso Alto now, and then yeah, just easy 16 Ks. Should be mostly flat most of the way. Very chill day again. There it is. Yeah, just coming out of São Lourenço now. Big up Paraty over the highway, and then now back onto dirt track, which is nice and quiet. But yeah, I'm not sure if I said it in the last video, but yeah, if I had the choice, I'd stay in Caxambu over São Lourenço. Just seemed like a bit more of a nice vibe, nice sort of chilled holiday sort of vibe going on there, rather than São Lourenço, which is more of a city vibe. Yeah, it's quite spread out, isn't it? Just been thinking about the feasibility of doing this sort of bike touring, but a bit more slow travel style. So I work online. I've been running online businesses for about the last 10 years, and I was thinking, yeah, I've got my laptop here with me, and it seems to be holding up all right on the trail. You can very much do this, do 2 days of cycling or 1 day of cycling, find something you like, camp for a few days and do your work, and then get back on the road after that. A couple of little bike road hacks for you. Number one, if you see a good wall like this, good place to stop, lean up your bike, you don't have to pick it up again. Number two, Dad's been getting oranges and freezing them overnight in the fridges in the posadas in the hotels, and then we have a nice frozen orange later on in the day as a snack, good healthy snack. And then sometimes we have an acai and a coffee as well. Question as always is, what came first, the town or the church? Not much of a town here though. Seems like really just a church. It's just fun. There's always something. Final last hill climb and 2 kilometers of the ride downhill, and bloody chain's gone and broken. Hands are pretty wrecked. We had bought this, what is it called, a missing link in the other town, and so yeah, basically what you do is we luckily also got a tool here from the bike shop. They gave it to us as a present, and then yeah, you sort of remove one of the links and then you can put this in. There we go, got a free break. Back on the road, final 2 kilometers. So what's our breakdowns tally?
We've had 2 flat tyres, a broken derailleur, broken bicycle rack, broken chain, and brake issues. That's about it.
Coming to Pouso Alto, you can see the church back up there behind me. Pretty much opposite that to this facada. The name is Montanhas de Gerais, I believe. Hopefully they've got a room. Alright, just here in another bike shop, getting my chain fixed. Another day, another break.
É onde que a gente mora, Terra Altas Mantiqueira. Leve pra você.
Para mim? Muito obrigado, amigo. Fala um pouco aqui, quem é os nomes de vossa loja?
Então, a gente está aqui na Estrada Real, eu sou do trabalho, sempre que precisar apoiar uns amigos nossos aqui, ainda mais estrangeiro, ainda é difícil, mas prazer poder ajudar você. Valeu?
Obrigado. So we got over here, old mate with his new Estrada Real medal, enjoying an acai. And,
Well deserved.
yeah, this is the view out from the Posada. You got a beautiful view over to the church. Police are actually staying here as well, which is always good for safety. And you can see the mountains off into the distance as well. Just heading out of Alto, and next stop is Passa Quatro with a couple of stops in between at Itanhandu and Itamonchi. And yeah, another beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Had some great hosts at the Posada. They helped us lock up our bikes and super friendly, so it's been a nice little stay here. There weren't many options to eat, but the one option we did eat at a churrasco kind of place, just a sort of meat restaurant, was very good as well, and I have to report. So if you come through here, you can get a good feed there. They're open at night time as well. First 10Ks for today done, easy stuff. Just come into a little town. Not really sure what the name is. I thought maybe it's Itanhandu already, but it seems a bit too early for that. And I think I guess we'll just keep pushing on. Yeah, one thing to mention is that the Posada did our laundry last night, which was super nice of them. They're really nice having. It's nice clean clothes for a change. Yeah, I mean, if you were going to have a farm anywhere and look for perfect nature and surroundings, just everywhere around here, this would be it, basically, wouldn't it? Amazing. But not for me. I don't want a farm. Only got a couple of hill climbs today, so got a bit of energy to talk. And so let's say when you're going up a hill, this is basically ideally what you want to see. You want to see shade. You want to see some close to rock hard mud on the ground, and you don't want to see any dust. We've been seeing a lot of this bull dust, which is super hard to bicycle off. You basically slip out on it as you're bicycling up. So yeah, lovely today. Has some shade in the morning, has some flat road, nice gentle inclines. It's actually enjoyable going up the hills. Yeah, after a while doing this, you start to measure the day not in how many kilometers it is, but in how many hills there are and how steep the hills are. It's really not about the distance. You can go long distances on the flat, absolutely fine, but it's the hills that really tire you out. Yeah, this dirt here, this is exactly what you don't want to see coming up. Even going down, it's not great. With the packs on, you don't have too much control, you gotta go quite slowly. At about the 19k mark, just stopping to have a little orange. There's a river down here somewhere, and there was a sign on the Estrada Real sign saying no bridge. This is a road without an exit. We've been going about halfway along it so far, and yeah, haven't come to any bridge or any closed exit, so hopefully we'll be alright to get through to the next town. One way to do a fence, make it out of cactus. Yeah, we've just been traveling along over here, the river in the background, this beautiful little river that goes into big waterfall section, and yeah, it looks super nice. We've got a big hill ahead of us, so don't really want to stop for too long here. So we did indeed get to the end of the road, and it looks like on the map there's one little signpost here, and potentially, yeah, a way to cross the river. Maybe we'll just have to cross with our feet. So here we go. Yeah, so we've just come to the gate here. Looks like we just opened the gate and walked across the river. So, gonna be a nice wet feet shoe wash for us. Because I got my gear and laptop and stuff in my bag. Not taking to get it wet like old mate over there, so I'm just going to carry my bag across separately.
This is the disadvantage of Alex's method, and that once you've taken your bags across, you then have to go back again and get your bicycle.
Not sure where old mate's got to, but this is lovely around here. Made it. Tough hill.
Like I said, yeah.
It's almost surreal, this landscape though, isn't it? It's sort of just curves everywhere. Back on the road now for the final stretch to Itamont. What's going on here? You're drinking water? Delicious stuff. Just having a little acai stop here before we get onto the final hill of the day. Over to the next town is in Handub, and then after that it's flat from there for another 12 k's to Passa Alto, I believe it is. Or Passa Quatro. There we go. Small acai, big acai. Yeah. On the road, time to do this final hill of the day. Kind of nice when the map is just one big hill. Yeah, it doesn't seem like too much going on in Isenhandu either. It's another sort of truck stop town. There were a lot of people riding bicycles. I'm just sitting there having the acai and just streams of people going past on bicycles, so not sure what that's all about. It looks quite cool to see. Hill's not even too bad. It's coming up through sort of mountain pass up through here and shaded all the way. So pretty nice really. And here's the view back through to Isenhandu where we just came from. Made it to the top of the hill. Final hill for the day. Yes. So yeah, we just stopped in Itahando, I think it is, or Itamont, can't remember which one it is now, the second one. Sort of zigzagging around at the moment. Looks like a nice little town off the main road. Got a great square here. Just stopped for an empada, coffee and a water. What's the good news?
Rama after show.
This might be your next thing. Just a nice, chill, flat with a few tiny hills ride through the forest down by the river, with us just following the river along for now. Seems like a big chicken farming area around this. It's got the the 5th or 6th chicken farm we come through. Not super nice, but that's what it is. Just the last 3 kilometers coming into Passa Quatro, and yeah, nothing much to report, just a few boring flat bits, lots of egg farms, and sort of coming on this unused railway track. We're following that along by the river most of the way. Yeah, nothing special to report, just variety. They're just here, just walking around the town of Passa Quatro. And yeah, first time we've had rain for the last 2 weeks. It's actually super nice to see some rain to relax for this afternoon.
Come back off.
Yeah, we might have to, yeah.
I've got Mark Cruzilia.
Alright guys, this will be the 3rd or 4th last day of the trip. See this great posada here. I'll take a photo of the name out front when we're leaving. But yeah, got a pool here, a great breakfast, and we're about to head off on the trip today. We've got about 36 kilometers on the first leg, and then we'll decide if we do the second kilometers, which is 38. Second leg, which is 38 kilometers. Looks like just one hill for the first 10 to 12 kilometers, and then after that, it's basically all flat. So to see how our energy levels are and all that kind of stuff after the first bit pop behind us. Right.
Here we go. There's one water bottle in the fridge.
There's a Posada São Rafael. Town square here in the morning, the cloud cover, good for riding. Cobblestones really look very nice. Actually, it's very unpleasant to ride on. So yeah, you can see a bit of side pavement like this. It's good for you to ride up on. Yeah, just coming out of town now. Nice little ride. So we're just coming up through this first 8Ks mountain climb, and we've got downhill from there, but really beautiful. This man-made lakes just up here randomly somewhere in the mountain. White dog did come out of nowhere and attack him at some point, but very idyllic up here, and definitely saved the weather temperature as well. It's sort of misty and cold, and it was quite chilly leaving today, so quite surprised about that, because I thought it would be cooler more inland rather than as we got to the coast, but it's just sometimes changing weather patterns. Anyway, we'll keep going. And just spotted this water wheel over here. The only other thing to note about today is the first day we really had headwind, so just bicycling straight into a headwind. Glad we've only got another 2.5 k's uphill, basically downhill for the rest of the day, so lucky for us. It's great going up through these mountain passes. Reminds me a bit of in Bali in Indonesia, where I was living for 3 years. So the mountain areas up there like Ubud, all these places sort of have a similar sort of feel once you get up into the clouds. It really is beautiful. Headed up, headed to the top of the hill. Always a good feeling. Straight to just gas station at the top of the road. Very odd. Okay, and here we are at the division of the states of Minas Gerais and São Paulo, which is pretty cool to see. Properly up in the clouds now. Putting on his backlight for the first time in a trip. Maybe first time ever. Yeah, that'll save you.
Yeah. Keep on the button.
Ow.
You will attack the color.
Yeah. Back up the main road. Took a bit of a fall then trying to film whilst bicycling, so probably a good lesson not to bicycle while going downhill on rocky roads and film. But yeah, onwards.
And so,
And then stop at this little roadside cafe. You got an awesome sausage sandwich, cafe con leche, for refuel.
Nice and safe.
Just these rolling hills, a bit of wind, nice cloud cover. I'm pretty sure I see the final mountains that we need to get over to get to our view of the ocean. So nice to finally see it. Look across this direction. We're gonna get to Villa Embao as well, and then I think it's likely we're gonna push on. Can't help ourselves, but it's only about 11 AM now, so it feels a bit too early to stop really. And either Cruzeiro or Cachao Paulista, sort of nearby cities to the end of this first leg at Villa Embao, look like particularly nice places to stay. Well, not that they're not nice places, just, you know, nothing to really of note. So may as well keep going. Also with the cloud cover, it's not too hard riding today. Leaving Villa Embao now, just stopped, had a quick Coca-Cola, and yeah, nothing much to report on the town, not too much going on, as per usual in some of these places. So, gonna push on the final 38 Ks, looks pretty flat, should be pretty crazy. Hopefully, yeah. We just came through probably one of the worst maintained bits of the Estrada here. Super short, but there's literally basically going on alongside this highway, and the guy even fenced off the middle part of it for his horse. It's just like middle part of the road fenced off for the horse, and there you go. So there you go, all part of the fun. Yep. So we're doing this 15Ks basically along the flats. This is like floodplain sort of area between the mountains and us, and I guess the sea beyond the mountains there. And as I mentioned a couple of times, those mountains will go up tomorrow. Maybe it's a bit further down there. Yeah, quite nice just following this along. Got a bit of shade coming over from the trees on this side, so pretty good for a Sunday afternoon ride, really. Cool to see some solar panels here as well. Horse in the background, of course. And Dad coming in full force. It's actually Dias dos Pais, Father's Day today in Brazil. So, yeah, better catch up with him now. Quite crazy to think we're coming into this final 2 days of cycling now. It felt long but short at the same time. So, yeah, just gonna try and enjoy these last final moments on the road. Okay, just blasted up the second last hill. Making very good speed today. Super flat, grey clouds, not too hot. Perfect. And got about 10Ks to go into the city. See just down there in the distance. So yeah, pretty happy with the time we're making, and got about another 45 minutes, an hour to get into town. Didn't look like it was running up on that other one. Trying to spot a trout over here. Haven't seen a trout in years.
You're gonna get a big party going on over here in the Rancho dos Amigos.
But still no trout spotted. Final 8K is coming to the town now. Easy peasy, asphalt road. It's a nice little town up in the hills. Hopefully try finding an acai. We've been trying to find an acai all day. It hasn't been possible. So yeah, dinner right for me. I had a sandwich. Dad hasn't had anything, but it doesn't need any lunch anyway. But I think it will go for an acai if we can find one here. Fingers crossed. How you going? You looking forward to an acai?
Yeah.
Final girl of the day. To our chosen hotel for tonight, the Lotus Hotel in a very weird industrial part of town.
Yeah, it's just the hills to get you. Like fingers.
Good morning, guys. It is 5:30 a.m. We've been up since about 5 a.m. This happens when you go to bed at 8 p.m. because we rode about 73 kilometers yesterday. I'm both a bit tired. After a couple of beers, we suddenly found ourselves asleep. But it's good because this is the first hotel that has breakfast at 6 a.m. that we've come across. So we're going to get a jump start on today on this big hill climb we've got to do up into the mountains. And yeah, because we did 73 kilometers yesterday, this is actually the second last day of riding. So exciting times to get closer to the ocean, and yeah, that's about it. Anyway, see you on the road. Yeah, so just thought I'd add one other thing, is that we're riding up to Cunha today, which is meant to be a lovely little town. And we had a nice time here in Guaratingueta, I think it is. Managed to find a little samba party that was going on last night and watch the live music and stuff. So Yeah, it's nice. Nice day. This is the Lotus Hotel breakfast. Again, basically the same breakfast in every place every morning, but just slight varieties. This place is actually taking these up a slight level, I might add. From here. 7 a.m. Getting out of the Lotus Hotel. You ready?
Yep.
Just finished about the first 8Ks here. Change over from asphalt to, from the road to asphalt. Been a couple of those already. Pretty boring, ugly road. Not too much to comment on. Got about another 4Ks to go before we get to Death Mountain. Which is going to be, I think, 5Ks straight up. It's got red on Komoot, which always means it's quite tough. So, hoping it's asphalt, but we'll see when we get there. Here we are, final 2 stops we need to make on this journey. First to Cunha, then to Paraty, and then we relax. And here begins the Death Mountain climb. This doesn't seem too bad at all. It's gonna be fine. Just need to stop doing my bad dad jokes. These are some of the terrifying Death Mountain dogs. Yes, you're absolutely terrifying. Hasn't been so far, we're just pushing the bike. It's bad, just pushing the bikes up. Not too steep, it's all good. Nice view here of where we've come from. We're about 2/3 of the way up now. The final mountain stretch through there. Are you going down there? Almost there, guys. Been about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Climb up this mountain. Bit of pedaling, bit of pushing. Beautiful waterfalls like this along the way. Good to get to the top of this final red hill for the trek. Custom designed hat wetting place up here in the mountains, just for bicyclists who are requiring some cooling after their trip. There we go. Advanced technique. We did it! Well done.
Yes, this specific type of monkey, I forget what the name is.
As a reward for getting to the top of the final hill, this guy's having a 9 AM tub of pistachio ice cream.
Buddy, I need to feel you like good mid-morning snack. Do you want a taste?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Can't believe it. We've got to about the halfway mark here. There's a little kangaroo sign in the background there. This looks like the best coffee, potentially, of the entire trip. It's one big long tours. We did meet a nice biker from Cunha here, invited us to stay in his house tonight. So super nice to see the hospitality and friendship on the road from other bikers. But yeah, just one boring hill. Just speaking to my dad about, just general fitness and how he does it on his other trips that he's done. So he normally goes for 4 or 6 weeks and doesn't have a defined end date, so he can sort of rest up. He'll often do 1 day, start very early in the morning, and then bicycle hard for the full day, then take a day's rest, or do 2 days and take a day's rest, which I think would be a nice way to do this as well. Particularly if you found like a nice town to stay in as well. So something I might consider for future trips as well. But yeah, this time we've been on a bit of a schedule, but pretty impressed with the time we're making given his age and a lack of biking experience. Well, my lack of biking experience, I guess I'd say. But as my friend Neil would say, the only way to prepare for a bike tour is to do a bike tour. So here we are. Views out to the final hills of the Estrada Real that we'll cross to go over to Paraty. So another long, boring, straight hill. Beautiful, had some blue sky out. And remembering, yeah, how lucky we were to have the cloud cover the last couple of days around this time of day, because yeah, it's beautiful. It does make it hot as well. There's some pretty cool ants coming along here though as well, carrying leaves about 4 times their size. So yeah, it's been cool to see. Here's to the top, mountains in the background. I have to say, after doing that asphalt part and then onto the dirt track, the dirt track makes things just, it's about 2 times harder really. You can't sit down and just push through because there's too many lumps in the road. So yeah, you sort of need to stand up in the pegs, on the foot pegs, and push through it, or get off and walk. It's just, yeah, much tougher. Somehow fucked up here and ended up on a non-Estrada Real dirt road, but yeah, we're going to connect up back with the main highway here. Given the amount of cycling we were doing today, we're not about to double back and go back on the road, so we're almost there. You can feel when you make a mistake like that, you don't have any internet, check the GPS, is that you're not giving yourself a bunch of extra random hills to do. Just got internet, so I'm gonna check now. Yeah, back on the highway now, fun stretch into Cunha. Fortunately not the official Estrada Real route, but be glad to get in there now anyway. So my phone ran out of storage space when we were coming to Cunha, but yeah, we just rode into town and spent about maybe an hour cycling around trying to find accommodation, not finding very good accommodation. Well, many were closed, and yeah, just couldn't really find anything, so we ended up back a bit out of town at a Passa there. We're now walking in to grab a beer and have some dinner and do it all again tomorrow for the final day. So chat to you guys then. Alright, here we are checking out of the Posada Clima da Serra. This is our last day of riding, so we've got about 30 kilometers uphill and then 27 kilometers downhill. Okay, come on. I don't know what that guy's going on about, but saying something. Can't even have a yell. It's all happening here, it's all happening. So yeah, Dad's waiting for me over there, so let's get on the road. First little bit of a hill. This guy's cranking it up on the horse and cart. Much faster than us. Yeah. There's been a lot of land for sale on this trip, but if there was any land you were going to buy, this would probably be it. Just for a cool 45 million. Reais, so yeah, but it is absolutely spectacular. This is the dam up the top here. I think actually looking at the sign again, it's 45 million meters squared that you have to buy. Maybe not 45 million reais, but yeah, it's sort of a man-made dam up here. Not much to report on this ride. Just going through the motions, going up some hills as usual. Let's try to not vlog and be on the phone too much, just enjoy the last day of riding. It's very still, very quiet, nice cloud coverage. can't complain. A lot of hills to go up. That's the view from where we did come. Finally made it. Reconnected up to the main highway. I think it's about 11 a.m. now. Left about 8 a.m. So 3 hours to this big dirt road wiggle. It was a lot harder than we were expecting it to be. Just sort of constant hill after hill, really. But we made it this far. Hoping for a cafe soon so we can get a coffee and some more water and so on and so forth. Build a sugar hit potentially. And then almost to the final 10 kilometers to the top of the hill. Likely on asphalt, but you never know. And then down to Paraty. So, easy days. Oh, so you hope. Well, the 3 restaurants, cafes that were here that were hoping to get some water and stuff out are all closed, obviously. We could find some nice road dogs to hang out with for a minute. So I think we've got about another 6k climb to the top and we'll start to come down. Yeah, hopefully some of us will along the way. So just coming out this steep, final 4 kilometers. Isn't too bad on the asphalt road. So maybe something gravel might take us an hour to do, but I think we'll get through here pretty fast. And also there's a beautiful waterfall up there. I'm gonna stop there. Check it out. Well, I'm a bit ahead of Dad. We're at 31.5 Ks. Top of this mountain's at 33.5. But I'm gonna wait here for him and sort of cycling up, which I've been doing, push up with him until the final part. Or maybe he'll cycle up, I don't know, let's see. And then it'd be nice we can both see the ocean together, which we did sort of holding out for. So I feel like it's gonna come up in the next 2 kilometers at some point. That'd be nice. Final stretch now. Whew. One can hope. Can't go on much longer based on the map. But where's the ocean? Oh, there's a nice A shop over there. The great irony, once we got over the hill, straight fog. Can't see the sea anywhere. Really is amazing just how it's just over one mountain, just a completely different microclimate. You can see the change in the types of plants and obviously the weather. It's more like lush and rainforesty. Super cool. Bit cold also. Going down is proving to be quite tricky given the shitty brakes on this shitty decathlon bike. Again guys, don't opt for the cheap bike if you're doing a trip like this. Rather stupid. Has got me there, but I've just had to stop and tighten up the brakes twice now. So yeah, about halfway down the mountain, hoping that they can get me in there, but they're definitely making some rather strange sounds as well. It was the fun from cooking your hands for half an hour on the bike. Well, the brakes seem completely fucked now, basically. So I'm walking down the hill. So, yeah, fun that last section of the trip. Decided to do our strikes again. But you know, almost there. And I guess it's better than going out to yeah, a little bit frustrating. Should have been a fun downhill bit to end the trip on. And here we are walking. Oh, here I am walking. Dad's off somewhere ahead. Don't know where he is. So great times. Alright, caught up to Dad here, and the brakes on this bike, really just fucked. Now I've tightened them so much, but it's basically not moving forward. So we'll just see how we go getting down. Almost at the bottom though. Well, here we are, slowly coming down. the final kilometers of the hill into Paraty. We'll make it. Alright guys, getting to a bit more dry road now. And yeah, had a bit of time to think. Obviously I could be quite frustrated at the bike, frustrated at the situation for the end of the trip, and or frustrated with many different things, but at the end of the day I have to take complete ownership for choosing this bike for myself. Probably not knowing enough about bike mechanics as well, bike brakes, and yeah, just being grateful as well. I'm still alive, still can walk into town, and this is the final day also, so all's well that ends well, basically. Alright, coming to the flats now. Brakes are of course completely shot. Just grateful to have made it, grateful to not have had any accident coming down that mountain, and yeah, we're grateful to drink a beer and some cachaça tonight as well. So it's all part of the adventure, isn't it? Yeah, this is really pretty much the end of the Estrada Real, so grateful to have made that overall as well. Yeah, in case you guys are wondering, I told Dad to go ahead because it's just more fun. For him, at least he can enjoy the downward bit into Paraty. And yeah, pretty happy when I saw him halfway down the track as well. Just spotted his bike across there. He's left that out for me with the yellow reflector vest on it. So gonna get stopped for a bit of lunch, coffee, some water. Here, finally. Alright guys, we're doing the final stretch into Paraty. Gonna sign off for vlogging here for today. And yeah, just enjoy the town. I will... What's that?
Good bicycle paths.
Yeah, very good bicycle paths. Yes, exactly. And yeah, do a full gear review maybe later today or tomorrow. But for now, this is the end of the bikepacking vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it. See ya.
It's Wally. Awesome.
Say goodbye. And there is the ocean as a final note.
Ricky light.
That's nice.